Alright, we're recording now. Let's shake and dance and pagpag. Sarap yun! Sige. So, as we open the space, pwede mag-invite lang muna ako ng, ayan, mag-shake tayo at mag-dance. Kahit ito lang, shake. Mag-shake lang ng kamay, kung gusto nyo mag-shake ng shoulders, or mag-shake ng bewang. Like, just listen to your body, what feels good. Just move. Move it around. Just gusto niyo mag-tap, gising-gising ng kung ano mga part ng katawan, gising-gising tayo diyan, hello. Ang daming feelings, marami tayong feelings na nararamdaman. Ito. Hmm. And then hinga. Hinga palabas. Ah! 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 Magandang buhay. Blessed full moon. At salamat for joining us. Ako po si Thea or si TLC. At nagbubukas lang po kami ng container. Nagbubukas lang ng espasyo para mag-celebrate nitong full moon na ito. At bago ko ipasa ang baton kay Mama Opa para buksan ang espasyo natin for the circle, to open the space for our circle. Allow me just to share a personal intention para bakit nangyari to, for inviting me to be here. It's a full moon in Aquarius. And ano ba yung energy ng Aquarius? Aquarius is the rebel. Aquarius is the humanitarian. Aquarius is the weird one. But Aquarius is also this visionary, this futuristic visionary who believes in a future that's not here yet. And it's a big time. It's a supermoon. Malapit yung buwan. Mas malapit yung buwan sa Earth. So mas nararamdaman natin yung feelings, yung emotions, yung lunacy, kumbaga. And ayokong i-charge yung lunacy ng negative. Pero lunacy lang kasi we are here in this potent time where we can soak up moonlight. At kung ano yung energies na ini-invite ng moon na ito. Alalahanin lang din natin that this lunation started on a Cancer new moon. And ano ba yung Cancer? Cancer is all about home. It's all about feeling nurtured. It's all about feeling safe and secure. And how many of us are feeling safe and secure right now? How many of us have lost their homes because of natural calamities and devastations? So allowing our hearts to open to our kin who are going through waves of emotions, and just allowing ourselves to open up this capacity for more empathy and compassion. Lalo na tong Aquarius full moon na to, tong super moon and Aquarius na to, it's opening a portal. Actually, ang daming portals na bukas. Ang daming planeta na nasa mga iba't ibang portal sa kalangitan that I don't have time and space right now to share with all of you, but trust that we are in an energetically charged time because we are ending a 26,000 year cycle. And we are entering a new era. And this new era, walang limits, walang bounds. The limits and bounds are all in our heads, are all in our minds. So sobrang yung exciting, pero sobrang rin yung nakakatakot. Depende lang kung saan ang gusto mong bigyan ng mas, what energies you want to give energy and charge to. So ang intention nito ay mabuhay tayo, maalala natin na napakaganda ng buhay at napakagandang mabuhay ngayon. At buhay tayo ngayon dahil lahat tayo may kanya-kanyang dreams at visions ng future na 'to. And this future, it may not be alive yet, but it lives in all of us because it is forming itself in all of us. And we are, each of us, responsible to bring this future into form. So ano ba yung future na yun na dinidream mo? Can you feel it in your body? Can you feel it in your bones? Can you feel it as though it's happening right now? Because dahil nararamdaman mo siya at dinidream mo siya at ini-envision mo siya, meaning, nasa sayo. Nasa sayo po ang baton at ang kapangyarihan para mangyari yun. Kaya nandito ka. And we believe that you are all here now in this moment because you feel it too. Yes, you are the key. Yep. Yes, 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 you are the key. At sana maalala natin yun, na nasa inyo na siya. It's alive in you. And we are just here to remind you to remember, put back together that memory that's already embedded in your bones. Because that's that future, you're already living that in the quantum. Kailangan lang natin siya dalhin dito. So thank you for receiving the invitation and thank you for joining us here. Who is claiming it now? Raise hands now. Or raise kili-kili, kili-kili power. Boy. Salamat, salamat, salamat. Salamat. Mama Opa.
Magandang gabi sa lahat. Imbitasyon para pumikit at ramdamin ang sarili. Kung saan ka komportable, unti-unti na sa labas, marami nangyayari. Imbitasyon para pumaloob ngayon. Inviting everyone to close their eyes and to connect to the breath. Breath always will guide us, support us. Amidst everything, there's stillness. We are always connected to Source. We are divine energy. Tayo na dakila. Sa bawat paglanghap at pagbuga, tayo ay buhay. Honoring this life, honoring where we are. Remembering that we are spirit in this body. Binubuksan ng sagradong espasyo sa silangan, sa kanluran, sa hilaga at sa timog. Sa bawat paglanghap, hangin, tubig na pumapatid ng ating uhaw. Niraramdam ang damdamin kasing alab ng apoy. At ang katawang taong ito na gawa sa lupa. Pinapatuloy sa sagradong espasyo na ito. Niraramdam ang kabuuan na mayroon tayo ngayon. Tinatawag ang aming mga gabay at mga ubay. ang aming mga guro. Be here in the space of joy, of love, of compassion, welcoming you in the sacred space. Kasama ang mga anghel at mga arkanghel, mga diwata. Ang aming ina, ang aming ama, the divine masculine and the divine feminine, inviting peace, always connected to our higher selves, to the divinity that is inside us. Kasama namin ang aming mga ninuno. So we open this space and activate that we are the new ancestors here now. Honoring each other in this space, opening our hearts, inviting you to visualize bright white light above your head. We are always connected to Source above. As we open the space below us, we are always rooted. Pachamama, Mother Gaia, holding us, Mother, Mother. From above and below us, we meet in a space of love, the heart. Opening the heart. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathing in and out. Feeling your body. Feeling your breath. Arriving in this space here. Love. Take a deep inhale. Holding the breath and exhale. And slowly and gently, at your own pacing, open the eyes and welcome. Gaya ng espasyo, aking kapatid, Gabe.
Right. So thank you so much for that, Ate Opa. And good evening, everybody that's here tuning into this frequency. My name is Gabriel, and tonight I hope to inspire every one of you here to look within, as we are all guided by the stars, to look inside, especially right now. Actually, like what Thea said kanina, we are ending a 26,000-year-old cycle. And if you're here, you're in this Zoom room right now, wherever you are, whichever part of the world you might be in right now, you are ready to remember your connection to this all. So before we start this night, I hope everyone is having a great night. We are having a full moon, so check-in lang tayo sa mga emotions natin. I hope everyone's grounded. Despite this energy, it's really inspiring us to fly. And I feel everyone here is being guided to fly, but we are all afraid. We're all fighting this fear of flying. So tuning into the frequency, to the energy of this full moon, ba't ba tayo nandito? Ano bang ginagawa natin dito? And the fact that we are having an Aquarian full moon means that we are looking directly at the shadows of Leo. And what that means is, collectively, we are being asked to look back in time for us to understand where we are right now. You know, my motto in life, personally, this has been my life motto for the past few years, is that for us to be able to understand where we are right now, we have to first understand where we have been. And like, again, babalikan ko sinabi ni Thea, we just entered a new cycle. We just ended a 26,000-year-old cycle. And if you're here, you already know this. And the only reason why I am here is to inspire everyone to look within, to simply remember. So I think it's a beautiful word. Remember. So, how do we actually remember? How do we remember our connection to all of this? So first, we have to acknowledge that ngayon we are being guided, you know, by the cosmos, by the gods and the goddesses, or whatever kind of God you believe in, what kind of name you want to give this higher power. And with the Aquarian energy, who's aware that we are in the age of Aquarius? You know, aware? Raise of hands. Who's aware that we've just shifted an age? God, do you know how big that is? We change ages every 2,100 years. And we are alive at the exact moment we transition into an age. So we are pioneering an age. Everyone who is alive right now are pioneers. And I hope you realize that being alive right now means that you have a mission. And siguro kaya tayo nandito ngayong magkakasama is for us to help each other remember our missions. Because how can you see, or let's say, can you see the shadow when you're inside the shadow? No. That's where friends come in. That's where networks come in. And my God, Age of Aquarius, that is telling us already so much about what we are about to experience for the next, if I'm not mistaken, Thea, right? 2,100 years, more or less. Okay. Okay. So I want to give you just like the fundamental information that you might need as you go through this process of remembering. Kasi here's the thing, times are changing. The question is, are you adapting? And nature won't wait for anyone. Nature is nature. We are nature, and if we don't go along with nature, we go against the grain. We go against ourselves, either individually for our own selves or either collectively. So, in this age of Aquarius, and especially in a full moon in Aquarius, we are being given the opportunity right now to download as much information as we can. And diba, for those astrology nerds out here, we know that Aquarius rules the internet, it rules technology, it rules Wi-Fi, wireless connectivity, and as above, so below. Parang, ano may sabi, in our Christian faith naman, merong part sa ama namin na sobrang tumatak sa akin kanina. It is, dito sa lupa para lang sa langit. And you know, I've never realized, but that is very deep. It reminds me of the Hermetic principle of, well, you already know. As above, so below. So what's happening here right now on this planet is also happening up there. And if right now we're having a revolution of consciousness, God, imagine nyo na lang kung anong nangyayari sa other side. Because we're also there, as we are also here. Okay? So, I don't want to make this too long because I have the tendency to overextend my time. I'll just get right into it. Di ba? Wala pa talaga tayo doon. We're just, pinapalamanan ko pa lang kayo. Okay, so, past lives. Doon muna tayo because that's very important. We just shifted nodes. Okay, in astrology, we shifted nodes from Aries. We shifted nodes to Aries and Libra. And if you're not aware, our south node, which is basically where we come from, yung parang anchor natin into our past lives, is in Libra. And that means that we are about to meet, and okay, this is just one way of explaining this, but we are about to meet a lot of people from our past lives because this is the age wherein we are meant to reunite with our soul tribe. And I guess that's also a good reason why we're here. Maybe this is one of those moments, one of those steps that we take to reunite with the people that our soul loves the most. So, as we begin to remember our past lives through subtle occurrences, right? Hindi naman siguro pagkagising mo, bukas no naalala mo, isa ka palang bankero sa Egypt na tumatawid sa Nile River, tapos kinagat ka ng crocodile one lifetime, kaya nga may fear of lizards ka. It's not gonna happen like that. Because the thing is, consciousness is very, very efficient. Hindi sa'yo ibibigay yung expansion of consciousness na yun in that span of a moment because it's very ungrounding. Remember, past life information is very high frequency. So it means that if you want to remember your past lives in the highest way, you have to be very, very grounded as you witness the unfolding of the story, the lost mysteries of your soul coming together, being pieced together by your awareness, which, by the way, leads me into one thing that I want to really share with you is this analogy that I've been downloaded. Okay, so think about this for a minute and allow this information to work with you from a subatomic molecular quantum level. For a minute, forget this identity that you think you are. Forget that I am Gabriel. Forget that you are Annie Pearl. Forget that you are Denise. Forget that you are Austin. That you are si John and si Jen right here, si Kathy. And right now, just allow yourself to pretend that you are the most powerful biological quantum computer on the face of this planet, the most advanced technology na hindi pa nare-replicate ng kahit anong company na meron dyan sa Silicon Valley. Okay? So, if we are a biological technology, let's try to understand our components. By understanding that if we are a biological quantum computer, the body must be the hardware. It must be the casing. It is where all the fragile components are stored. It's our vessel. It's our house. It's the temple of the Holy Spirit. So, if the body is the hardware, what is the mind? And it's so relevant to understand it in this way when we are under a full moon in Aquarius technology. So the mind must be the operating system. And sometimes, may mga taong makulit ayaw mag-update. You know, in-offer na sa atin ng universe ang iOS 100X, Pro Max, whatever. But some people are still comfortable with Windows 7 kasi nakasanayan. Kasi yun yung familiar sa atin. So, what is spirit then? Spirit must be the codes that allows the operating system to function, that allows consciousness to be consciousness. that allows us to be conscious or unconscious. Pero that's not where it stops. Because we have to understand that we, as a computer that we're supposed to have programs. Otherwise, we are just a fancy piece of metal with flashy screens, nothing more, nothing less. So our emotions, our thoughts, our perceptions, ideas, beliefs, yun yung programs natin. Okay? And sometimes, minsan nava-virus yung programs natin. Sometimes ang ganda ng program natin. Imagine the higher self that you are encoding the codes of success. But suddenly may virus. Your fear of standing out, your fear of being seen, your fear of being rejected. God, okay na sana eh. Nag-encode na yung source, yung the God within, ng necessary codes for you to succeed in life, but the virus that are your fears and your doubts, your insecurities and all stops God within from executing the codes. So, right now, alam ko marami tayo nandun tayo ngayon. Marami tayo dito, nandun sa precipice of that breakthrough that we've been wanting. And I feel like a lot of people here also feels alone in that process. But let this full moon remind you that you are not as alone as you think. Let this full moon remind you that we are all where we are supposed to be, even if we don't like where we are. Because for you to arrive, let's say, gusto natin pumunta ng Siargao. Well, ako yun, gusto ko pumunta ng Siargao ulit. So let's say gusto natin pumunta ng Siargao. Tapos nakikita na natin sarili natin, nag-i-enjoy tayo sa beach. Nag-i-enjoy tayo kasama yung mga friends that we are about to make there. Pero ayaw mo yung road trip papunta doon. Let's say walang plane, kailangan mag-road trip ka. Kaya kailangan, worst case scenario, kailangan maglakad ka papuntang Siargao. What a drag. But time is an illusion. And we all know that. Our souls know that. Our souls know a lot of things that we already know, but we are being kept away from simply because we are being purified. We are being purified right now. All the information that we need in order to succeed, in order to become the best versions of ourselves, already exists inside of us. Pero if we are not being given access to it, hilaw pa. Because one thing I realized, and this is when I started remembering my past lives. In the grand scale of this multiverse, my soul wrote a book, an etheric book. And in this book are all the powerful wisdom, the teachings, the knowledge that I've ever learned, the spells, the magic, the potions, and whatever, are all stored right there, right here. That it's only a matter of perfect timing until our soul gives us access to it. So, if there's a lot of programs right now that you want to execute, but you're being stopped because of certain beliefs, certain emotions, certain ways of thinking, well, I have to ask you this. Do you think your fears are that real? Because if I ask you to touch your fear, let's say I work through the fear of rejection. If I ask myself to touch my fear of rejection, how the F would I do that? How would I touch my fear of rejection? How would I hold my fear of standing out? How would I hold that intangible energy that keeps me experiencing tangible things? So it leads me to the question, are we all going to allow ourselves to be stopped by unreal things from experiencing very, very real things that we desire, that we want to experience? And right now, I hope one thing you realize tonight is that our past lives are all working together to support us in this timeline. Because I've always asked my guides, saan ba yung highest timeline? I want to be there. I want to be in the highest timeline, be there, experience it all. But ang question ko, where the fuck is it? And you know what they told me? What I realized is that the highest timeline is wherever your awareness is. So if you are aware that you are aware, then you must be in the highest timeline. So I would like to close this medicine talk by sharing with you a powerful channeled, I don't even know what to call this, but it's a memory that I remembered. And this is basically a greeting that we tell, and in this lifetime, this is what we tell the people that we love most. So it might sound crazy, but I don't think it will sound crazy to you guys, since we're all here being crazy together, loving being crazy together. Sobrang Aquarius energy on. Loving the crazy us, loving the craziness with us, all of us together combined, crazy, crazy, crazy. Let me tell you something crazy. In one of my past life in Atlantis, whenever we greet the people that we love most, or whether it is you say hi or you say goodbye, we say, Alvum mayer vestum yerhad. And that means, I think all that I am as I think all that you are. And if you look through it, we're thinking the same thing. Only one thing. So avum mayer vestum yerhad. I think all that I am as I think all that you are. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. So now we pass the baton of fire, the spirit of the fire, to our good friend here, Steve. Kapatid.
Yay. Thank you, Gabe, for the anchor, no, on remembering, rewilding, and rerouting. Like, gusto ko mag-focus din sa tatlong word na yun because magbabahagi ako ngayon sa inyo ng mga kwento, no? So why mythology and folklore and also our stories is important right now. And the conscious being that started remembering and consciously knowing this wisdom, if I'm not mistaken, it's 1970 and 1980, the mythopoetics men's movement in the diasporic foreign country. No? They started this knowledge talking. But nung babalikan natin siya in the context of the Philippines, saan natin siya matatagpuan ulit? Sa mga tribo na hindi ngayon na-acknowledge because of modernization, the development, and also yung mga bagay na natatamasa natin. There is no bad on that thing, pero it consume us being who we are. That's why the three word, no? Remembering, or re-membering. Join the tribe again. And rewilding. And the third one is rerouting. So I will be telling a story from a Manobo tribe. Ang title ng epic na yun is The Ague and The Pamulaw, Brothers of Wars and Peace. So I'm from Manobo tribe, and then I'm starting to remember my roots again. My name in Manobo is Inkahiro. Ang ibig sabihin niya is kinaluy animungan. Mungan is a babaylan that experience paradise in this lifetime. No? Biruin niyo yun. Kung ma-experience natin lahat yun, yung paradise na yun, the death, the illusion of death is matatanggal sa atin. And then, bubuhay tayo ng masaya, ng masagana, at konektado pa rin sa lupa. Katulad ng mga kapatid natin, kapamilya natin katubo ngayon, na tahimik, na pinapasok at ginugulo. Pero patuloy na nabubuhay, na sa mga faces na nandirito ay nananalaytay sa atin yung dugo natin bilang isang katutubo and yung mga wisdom na ito. So let me share this very, very special story for me. And ramdam ko yung shake sa body ko. It's a reaction of the colonization, the trauma, and suppressing that story from my soul. Now, remembers Gab said, no, that this story, this wisdom is already imprinted on our soul level. But our physical level right now is nakalimot pero hindi nawala yung pagdaloy na yun. So, I hope this story could help na dumaloy, padaluyin ang istorya natin. So, the Manobo tribe is hindi talaga sila mga mountain people. They are water people. No? They migrated, they traveled throughout their journey, perilous journey through the mountains of Bukidnon. No? If matatranscribe natin, and kung hindi ako nagkakamali, Manobo described as a river people. No? Dahil nakatira sila malapit sa tubig. They are water people. And there are brothers of war and peace na nagkaroon ng complementary of existence dito sa lifetime na to. Ito si Pamulaw and the Shaman Mungan. No? They are represent their complementary opposites. So, the Agyu and Pamulaw traveled throughout their perilous journey through the skyward before they build a community in the mountain in Bukidnon. And then, bumalik sila sa langit. And the siblings and their spouses assume different roles here in this lifetime. The name of his nemesis is Sawalan, and his sister Matabangka, and his brother-in-law Alisngaran, and their patron Tabala Busaw embodied the warrior ethos. So dito nagsimula yung men's movement, which are the Datus. No? Kung familiar tayo, kala natin hindi na sila nag-exist. Nan makikita na lang natin sila sa mga plays and the stories in the textbook, pero hindi. I came from Bukidnon last December and I encounter face-to-face this Datus. And the Datus role equivalent to Babaylan. Because the Babaylan and the Datus, or they called it Bagani, is equivalent of a holistic being as a creator. So they embody the Ama, the Babaylan, the warrior, or the Bagani, and also the Lalaki. So there are no gender. If you're familiar on the theory of the Babaylan has no gender, non-binary. So in the tradition of the Manobo, it's equivalent into different roles. Pero when they go into this lifetime, in my experience, it still exists yung mga roles na yon. But right now, it compromise one people. So pwede ka maging Babaylan and pwede ka rin maging Datu, both. And pwede ka rin maging Bagani, both. Pero they are role na isa lang. And this is based not just on the verbatim or kung ano yung ini-implement sa kanila, but this is based on the mythology, no? Ano yung ano yung mensahe, ano yung dumaloy sa kanila through their dreams, through their journey, and through the tradition. And it's communicated pa rin through the sangan-sangan or the language of spirit. And you will be hearing uh, uh, a chant throughout my storytelling. So to accompany the real epic or the accounts communicated through sangan-sangan. So as I continue, so the Pamulaw and the eldest argue role models for the village chiefs or the datu in real life. So they are well versed in the arts of peace and war. So we know this is called the pangayaw in Mindanao and the head hunting in Cordillera. So despite the epithet flaming red for Pamulao, he is the arbitrator, exemplifying a datu's important function. So the modern icon of which he carries as preserver of the peace and the function of the justice in this real life. Hayan na papamisan doon si Pamulao madagahogan yung magkakano kanun sahag. Balabad ko timbangan hag kulang ho balahiwan na yan malinaw doon. Yan pamalanay doon. And this was the ruling datu there, the one to whom who paid tribute there, Pamulao, the flaming red, yugong of the thundering sound. He carried the scale of justice. He held the balance of errors. He had the most peaceful mind there. This man was the meekest there. And as I continue, so Pamulao ruled the village. In the conference, which with his brothers, Agyu, deals with such real-life problems as those posed by the Mungan. Mungan, the Babaylan, advanced leprosy. So Mungan experienced leprosy in this real life. So Mungan goes into the mountain or the highest mountain in Bukidnon para magtago. Kasi pinandidirihan siya at nakakahawa that time yung leprosy. And the dilemma faced by their pregnant sister, whose husband is away on the slave raid while they are about to board the airboat. So this is the airboat, no? That manifested right now, which is the spaceship. So this airboat, if I'm not mistaken on my research, this airboat is the Balangay. So in the accounts are researched by Virgil Mayor, this airboat, the Balangay, dati, hindi talaga siya yung tagahatid ng mga patay na as accounts ng mga historians, no? So this Balangay, when you see that Balangay, it's time for healing, no? Parang it's manifested through your dreams and makikita mo sa taas mo na pero parang may nakadugtong na smoke and then it's shaped like a boat. So that's the accounts in the Manobo tradition. And he successfully negotiates with the Kuyuku agrees to push the vehicle to move skywards on the condition that he could have their pregnant sister. No, it uses that boat to travel the sister who is pregnant. The peacekeeper Pamulao does not impose his authority but allows his brothers to act according to their own judgment, accompanying this pregnant woman. When no amount of persuasion on his part convinces Banlak, one of the characters, to take care of Mungan, his disabled wife, his brothers take turns carrying her rotting body on their hazardous journey through the mountain. In the contrast to arbitrator and judge is the chief of war, ruthless and daring Agyu. No? This character is Agyu. Agyu is a warrior in the epic of Manobo tribe, and a warrior that time it embodies war and This is the very interesting accounts. In the Cordillera, one Mumbaki or the Babaylan speak to me. And then he shared that the war in in Igorot, that in the tradition, it's not for the killing. It's for healing. No? It ano lang, parang nangyari lang, is a confusion on the many accounts because that time mahal yung magpa-alay ng baboy for healing. That's why people yung inaalay nila, and then nagkakaroon ng collateral damage. That's why gumagante yung ibang tribe, and that history happens na nangyari na sa Igorot headhunters story. Pero there are Mumbakis right now negotiating with other Mumbakis in Cordillera to stop the curse ritual, because the killing happens only during the curse ritual, and hindi talaga nila kaya mag-provide ng baboy. That's why people yung ginagawa nilang alay, and it happens through curse ritual. And one of the Mumbaki, who is my teacher right now, negotiating with other Mumbaki to stop, and also to stop the misconception of the Mumbaki are devils working with black magic. But no, all the healing and all the ritual is for the healing of plants, for the environment, and for the healing of the people. So that's the accounts on the Cordillera. And go back to the accounts of the Manobo tribe. So in the contrast of throughout this journey, and in the contrast to the arbitrator and judge, ruthless and daring Agu is the prototype of the Bagani, the violent man of martial prowess, uncontrollable and underrated by the laws of the land. And in the majority of the episode, it is who defends their mountain fortress from their enemies. No? That's why hanggang ngayon nag-exist pa rin yung Manobo tribe, because of that power. No? Hindi palaging because of passiveness and anger. That's why there is war. So, lagi natin tandaan, if may war, there's a healing. And the second is orderness. No? Orderness of the community and the protection of the village. Dig pamaliman kubando, dig silebho balaod, makagigil na banglas, mahahit hom bolanay lablab, dig katanggal o sa dig kabuhayan. Hagyu does not sink in the sea. He did not listen to warning. He did not go under the law very fast with his sword, so adept with his long knife like a boar. He could not be fenced like a deer. He could not be decoyed. And Agu wears the warrior's padded breastplate, his multifolded breastplate full of amulets. And this powerful is the bravest man, that even his amuletic sweat is poisonous. Even his sweat is poisonous. Enough to kill fish in the river where he bats, and with the help of his favorite nephews, Agu slaughtered their enemies in one bloody encounter after another. The following scene recalls the imagery of violence in the Kalinga, Ulalim, the Subanon, and the Gumawan. So remember this parallel. These stories, this mythology is the same. No? Imagine if we remember our own mythology, and this story that I'm saying right now resonates with that story, and we are the water people. No? In the context of being an archipelago, living in this archipelago, as a water people, we are now remembering rerouting and rewilding. And the battle takes place na habantulang dadato na hanahalud sa simbahon, habaliwa sumabang na baylo na mumumungas sa papananagyuha yuga sa pagpanuga halang Musa, and the battle takes place at the seashore as a reference of actual attacks by the slave raiders when the Bukidnon live along the coast. Hence the epic formula. Ague does not sink in the sea. Ague, elusive wild boar or deer, however, reveals the singers of the mountains orientation. Talit ta munda udon kun palay nakin tibagto na pung patuhukin and daw baha patulabang kuyin ta sa lagud ta mamahambay ta baybay na tamada hengen sa gagabanagaw ha dudu kun bukulo dohala gilenggan na magabayan na yaw mangid sa kakabagawon halang sa kun paduhudo hug udo dalan minopal data pantad wad matagalasol doon nagpakawas sa tabak kalod tati ba iyawan na huna na di gimbahahu kaludom ka mapundong no solo da ulong ti gandang ta kilatatig latabat ho makasunod ho baybay ho nakapangingihigad no solod malaholoy ko na pangihulon ka daw pandalahopan ka daw himutoton ten sugepes linikitan ipapamayon ayun din lunguyan ki mayong ba payuman lala din dinakep tila beng hai biyaw dinakep ho lagi tenay yamay aban de ayo agiwa may agiwa ay sa kalibutan na ay sa kasing-kasing na mga tribo kayo ka kay agiw apo mga magbabaya kaluyan. This is never-ending story, but we need to wrap up. As we wrap up, I invite you to contemplate on our own story that resonate with the mythology of all the people as we gather again as one tribe, water people, the lost tribe. Ito na ang panahon. Pagbabalik, panunumbalik, muli. Thank you. Maraming salamat for listening. Daghang salamat. Maopya, no? Maopya ang mga nawong, no? Maopya means maganda ang mga faces or mga mukha natin ngayong gabi. Thank you. Yeah. I think I think a 30 seconds silence before we go to our next medicine share. Yeah. Thank you. I invite the next medicine sharer.
Hello, everyone. My name is Annie, and this is my partner, Matt. Inviting you to take a deep breath in and sigh it out. Deep breath in, sigh it out. And one more time, deep breath in, sigh it out. It's a story. Napaka sarap marinig ang mga kwento mula sa ating nakaraan 26,000 years ago, mula pa sa kwento ni Gabe hanggang sa kwento ng ating mga katutubo na binahagi ni Ginoong Steve. Napakasarap. And the medicine that I'd like to share, because this has been a cycle of coming home. We have come home through the stories of our past, like our distant past from thousands of years ago. Naibahagi na rin sa atin, and we are coming home through the doors of the stories of our indigenous roots, rerouting and rewilding ourselves. Now, how about we come home to our bodies? How about we come home to our bodies right now? Since our bodies also carry a lot of stories. Our bodies, our physical bodies themselves, but we all carry a lot of stories in each and every cell. And sabi nga ni Gabe kanina, our body is a powerful technology. And I believe that with all my heart. I feel that. And I hope that you feel that too. Epigenetics say that we carry a nuclear bomb, Oppenheimer levels of energy in our bodies. And it's not some woo-woo thing. It's a fact of life. We are nuclear bombs. And it's a powerful tech. And it's in constant communication. Every part is in constant communication with each other, as we are in constant communication to everything else around us. So now the invitation is to attune this body, to attune this powerful tool that we have. Kumbaga, to unite this tool with every other part of ourselves, to unite and attune this tool to our minds, to unite and attune this tool to our breaths, and hopefully to unite and attune this tool to all the elements around us. And so, inviting you to sit comfortably, ideally with your legs uncrossed. We don't need to move much, but as I said earlier, there are stories residing in our bodies right now that are sometimes useful in our journeys, and there are stories that are sometimes needing to be released. So in the theme of the full moon being a release, let us come home to our bodies and release what needs to be released and purge what needs to be purged. All right, sitting comfortably with your hands gently open on your laps or thighs, palms facing up. Let's take a deep breath in And a long breath out. As you breathe out, feel a relaxing force penetrating your body. Breathing in, and as you breathe out, feel that force gently lead your body into further relaxation. Breathing in, and as you breathe out, completely relax, coming home to here and now. Breathing normally as you would, not willing your breath to change its pace. Honoring your breath. Honoring it as if it were a sacred prayer. Let your breath be in communion with the air around you. Noticing how the breath enters your body and how your body responds to that air. Noticing how your body receives this precious gift. Breathing deeply, prayerfully, in constant communion. Should any thought or emotion come up, just let it gently bringing back your awareness to your breath. And how it feels to freely breathe in this very moment. Bringing our attention now to the top of our heads. Feeling into the sensation arising as we bring our attention to it. How does it feel to live with that head of yours right now? Feeling perhaps the water inside your brain, feeling into the water outside of your skin, manifesting as sweat, feeling into the fire that keeps you warm inside your body, feeling into the earth that make up your bones, your hair, feeling into the water just behind your eyelids, recognizing how your head is in constant communion with all that comprises it and everything else around. Bringing your attention down to your neck and your shoulders. They say these body parts carry most of our stress. How are your shoulders speaking to you right now? Is there any tension? Heat, perhaps? Sense of coldness? Honor whatever comes up. Not willing to change anything, just bowing down and honoring to whatever there is right now. Honoring the elements that comprise these body parts. Further bringing our attention down to our chest, our backs, and our torso, including your stomach. How is your torso feeling right now? Recognizing anything that comes up, may it be tightness, coldness, maybe a sense of fullness or emptiness. You've had your meal. How is your food landing in your stomach right? Or if you're hungry, how is that longing resonating in your body? There's no need to judge that feeling, whether it's good or bad, just honoring whatever comes up. Bowing down to the elements, the water inside our stomachs. The blessings of the earth that you have consumed, digesting its way, giving you nutrition. Bowing down to the fire in your heart, to that driving force, that life force that continues to pump blood all over your body. Bringing your attention now to your arms and your hands. Recognizing anything that comes up. Honoring any sensation. Is it tingling? Is it tense? Is it relaxed? Whatever comes up, be a witness to it. There's nothing to change, nothing to do. Just witness. Gently bringing our attention down to our legs and our feet. With these powerful tools that have been carrying us the whole day, how does it feel to land on your feet? Have you ever noticed how they have been carrying you most of the time? Bowing down and honoring the strength, the resilience that there is. Bowing down to the balance that our legs and feet manifest every day as we walk step by step. Now that we have scanned and tuned in to our body, it's time to recognize what stories are our bodies telling us right now. What aches and pains, what desires and longings does our bodies have that we need to recognize? What has it endured so far? And as we face the end of this cycle and start a new one soon, what stories, what pains, what stress, what traumas, what aches do we want to let go? Listening intently, communicating with our bodies, holding the intent of letting go in our minds. I invite you to breathe in, then tense your feet, just your feet. Tense, tense, scrunch up your feet, hold that tension, and then let it go. And as you let go the tension in your feet, feel the release of whatever story feet has been carrying. Release and relax completely. Bringing your attention to your calves, just your calves. Breathing in, tense your calves. Tense, tense. Feeling your muscles tense and then release. Letting go, releasing, relaxing completely. Breathing in, bringing your attention to your thighs and your hips. Tense, tense up your hips. tense up your thighs, feeling the squeeze of your thigh muscles. As you breathe out, release. Letting that release gently carry away whatever tension you've been holding. Bringing your attention to your stomach, your back, and your chest. As you breathe in, tense up the muscles in your stomach, in your chest, in your back. Hold that tension. And as you breathe out, release completely. Letting that release carry away anything heavy that you've been carrying in your chest. Now bringing your attention to your arms and your hands and your shoulders. As you breathe in, tense up your hands, tense your shoulders, tense your arms. Holding that tension, and as you breathe out, release. Lastly, your face. As you breathe in, squeeze your face, tense your facial muscles. Hold that for a bit, as if you're squeezing this stress, this tension out of your mind, and then release. Now, as you release, feel your body completely relaxed. Letting go, surrendering, coming home to this ever expanding now. Inviting you to ask yourself, how does it feel to live in this amalgamation of elements that is your body? How does it feel to live in your body? How does it feel to share this home to everyone around you? Inviting you to hold that thought in your heart, in your mind. How do we cultivate this home of ours and offer it and share it to everyone whose lives and paths crosses us? As we end this meditation, invite you to breathe in, bringing your attention back to your breath. And as you breathe out, feel your breath as if it's your spirit joining the other spirits here in this circle, communicating, living in total communion with everything else. Feel your breath connect you to the world. Feeling your breath connect you to the universe. Slowly bringing your attention back to the room you're in right now. Gently moving your body, perhaps starting with your toes, pulling them gently, and your fingers. Whenever you're ready, now welcome home, and I pass the baton to Austin. Thank you everyone.
Thank you, Annie. Thank you, Matt. Everyone, I would like to offer energy healing. So this is Reiki and angelic energies. Please receive for your highest good. Any intentions that you would like to set, please receive. Okay, inviting everyone to close their eyes, and you don't have to do anything. You can sit down. You can lay down as well if you're more comfortable with that. Just close your eyes. You can do a breath work as well if that calls for you. So, yeah, I'll start with a prayer, calling forth all our guides, angels, archangels, principalities, thrones, seraphim, ascended masters, ancestors, or animal guides, dragons, phoenix, fire. Please be with us right now. Govern us in body and spirit. Command dominion and stay sovereign within our power. We release any negative energies that isn't ours, calling forth our soul essence even more. Release any tension in our body, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. We call forth universal life force to flow, releasing any stagnant energies throughout all chakras to balance, cleanse, revitalize, rejuvenate. We are also going to be doing some aura cleansing. No negative energies, entities, artificial intelligence can come in. Any hooks, any cords, any threads, they're not welcome. No. Any energies in our body that has been siphoning your energies protected. Be protected. We call forth Archangel Michael for protection. Blue flame sphere, burning away anything in our bodies that doesn't serve us without harming none. So it is. Calling forth Archangel Raphael, whatever the people here has been feeling, any dis-ease, we release it and know that we are healed with God's medicine. We are healed. We declare that we are healed. Any tension, anxiety, Just breathe and know that God is with you. Inviting Archangel Gabriel for communication, Archangel Uriel for wisdom and illumination. Jophiel, we invite beauty, grace, love, joy, calling forth the purple flame, the violet flame. Zodkia, Saint Germain, Lady Portia, we honor you, we love you. May this flame enlighten and illuminate, release what's no longer serving our highest good. Just continue breathing. As I play music, continue to receive and just relax. Mm. 10:10 on the clock. We set the intentions for any blessings that you may want to receive. We receive more abundance, breakthroughs, miracles, opportunities that is aligned to our highest truths. Any wish in your heart right now, we lift it up to the divine. This is your chance, your opportunity to tell the divine what you want. Let the spirit know what you want and claim it. Claim it right now. It's all for you. It's all for you. Receive. Whew. And we trust. Thank you. Thank you. 10:10. Happy 10:10. I pass
Wow.
the baton to Althea.
Thank you, Austin. That's beautiful. Salamat,
Althea.
Austin. I would just like to invite us to take a moment, take a breath, because as we are in nature, we follow the cycles of nature. I remember this quote, nature does not hurry, but it accomplishes everything. So just remembering that in our bodies, and after everything, let's take 30 seconds again to just process what we've received and really receive what just took place. Awesome. And uh, yeah, so I would just like to bring us back again. Tonight we've received so many messages about our body, but bringing us back to where our bodies came from. And also I want to share uh, some exercises on how it is really to receive. Does anyone know what it feels like to receive? Because we commonly give, I'm assuming, or I don't know if most of you are used to receiving than giving, but can anybody share what they feel in their body or how they receive messages or wisdom? Or when someone gives you a gift, how do you receive it? Joy. Yeah, so if receiving it with full presence, hindi siya dishwashing. Naalala ko yung Joy story. Yeah, so share ko lang, when I recently learned this and I'm trying to practice this, so I'm sharing with you how to receive for those of us who do not know how to receive and are usually used to giving. When someone says something to you, say it or like receive it with uh this voice of this tone of saying, hmm. Can you repeat that with me? Like when someone says something nice to you, you're beautiful, or I give you love. Hindi yung thank you, tapos parang wala lang, nag-pass through sa utak natin. So receiving it with the body, imagine that energy really going into your body. So saying it with, mm, lagi yung ginagawa ni Steve eh. Every time na may messages, laging, So that's one way of receiving. Another is putting out your hands like in a receiving state or like yes. Yes, an action of saying yes. So yeah, those are two examples. So naisip ko, I was thinking of I was feeling into a song kanina. But before I na lang finish. So the wisdom I'd like to share with you, so going back to what siya mama. Lagi ko siyang naaalala because our bodies come from her. And yung binanggit ni Steve kanina na story, salamat Steve sa pagbalik sa ating mga tibo. I'd also like to share this concept of us being indigenous to the earth. So we are not separate from the earth. We are not separate from indigenous people. They are not other because we are all indigenous. We are all daughters and sons of this earth. Remember, the earth is, I'd like to introduce also the concept of deep time. So the earth is how many years old? She is, or they are, um, uh, 3.5, is that correct? 4 billion years old. She is very old. Can you imagine that? She's been here that long. And when I when I also meditate, I like to imagine myself as a very, very old tree, like 1,000-year-old tree. And I imagine what I know deep in my body when I am that old. I also like to invite you to think or remember in your bodies that our ancestors aren't just humans. They are also the different beings of this earth, the trees who have been here before humans. We're ending a 26-year-old cycle, but the earth knows so much and have been through so much and have seen so much. And what's happening to the planet now is just a balancing of the energies, balancing of what we've given. So she knows what she's doing. We are just here to listen to her and follow her instructions. And that is by listening to her and listening to our bodies, because our bodies are as old as her. We come from this earth, and when we leave this plane, we go back to earth. Yes. Oo. Ancestors na natin yung mga ipis, katulad ng mga dinosaurs. So, yeah, I'd just like to introduce that concept and keep feeling into that, and siguro find security in that knowledge na we are one because of this earth. We are held by Mother. She nourishes us. Lahat ng pagkain natin galing sa lupa. Damit natin, yung balat natin. Kaya tayo nabubuhay, may iniinom tayong tubig, may hangin tayong hinihinga dahil sa mga puno, sa mga gubat. Pag nawala yung mga gubat, wala rin tayo. Wala tayo kung wala tong mundong to. So, yun, that's my wisdom for today. And before I end, I invite you to, I'd like to introduce you to this song, another grounding or parang body release song. Ang daming release na nangyari today. And I suppose it's needed because it's what's flowing. So you can close your eyes or you can sing with me if you feel like singing, and release that throat chakra. So here goes. Loosen, loosen, baby. You don't have to carry the weight of the world in your muscles and bones. Let go, let go, let go. Loosen, loosen, baby. You don't have to carry the weight of the world in your muscles and bones. Let go, let go, let go. Holy breath and holy name. Will you ease this pain? Holy breath and holy name. Will you ease this pain? Loosen, loosen, baby. You don't have to carry the weight of the world in your muscles and bones. Let go, let go, let go. Listen, listen, baby. You don't have to carry the weight of the world in your muscles and bones. Let go, let go, let go. So thank you. And I hope you find comfort in the earth to catch and compost everything that you let go of. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Wow. Can we just say wow? You know, and feel that wow into the body. Wow. Right? When I say wow, it's like an expression of amazement, like wow. Wow, I am that beautiful. Wow, I have those stories in me. Right? A lot of things to digest and composting. I'm just reading messages. May I invite everyone to please, if you may, just an invitation, not an obligation, to turn on your video, please, so I may see each one of you. I am beautiful, Hazel, John. And because it's my first time to see a lot of you, Teacher Nancy, thank you for staying with us, for your generous, generous, generous time. What is the best time to receive this potent energy from the moon than together, right? Processing our stories together. I'm not going to be saying a lot tonight because we've been into a intimate, intensive, intricate journey. But I'm going to teach you, or I'm going to share with you, or I'm going to invite you in. This beautiful quote by Rumi, which says, "Do not be satisfied with these stories I tell you. Look within you and unravel your own mystery." Right? As we pause and culminate tonight's gathering, becoming one, being a part of a family, of a community, of something that can hold us in our most tender phase, in our darkness, in our full light, right? We found this community, and thank you for being with us. Now, just a moment of quiet reflection. That was the invitation of Teacher Thea in one of her classes. Quiet reflection. You may open or close your eyes, or you may dance, however that reflection may come into you. That is just an invitation to start wondering, to start asking questions. With these stories of my ancestors that is in me, that created my bones and my body, that is in my breath, right? We are made of earth, and earth held so many stories. Therefore, it is not surprising when it's easy for human beings to connect with each other. We have this goodness and compassion and oneness as our nature because we are made of the same material. You may be remembering stories differently as I remember them, but they are all stories that happened in one land. Just one land, one home, one body. We are one cell of a bigger cell, right? So start questioning now. Start wondering now with all these information that I am receiving, yet not yet a wisdom. They're all information coming to me. These are opportunity for me to understand parts of myself, feel parts of myself, right? With all these information. Where am I? Where am I seated? Where am I standing? What is my role to play in these bigger, grand scale of story? What is that magic that I hold in me? What is that story that I hold in me? This is when we begin to start walking the path. When we start to wonder, oh, what is my role? What do I have to do with all these? With an open heart and open mind, right? So taking that time in, maybe writing a prompt in your journal. You don't have to process this all tonight. This could unfold in the coming days, but just put in your journal or put in your heart or try to remember to how can I step into curiosity? They are saying that I am my past and my future, right? You remember as we connect the stories, as you look at now the bigger picture from the first sharer to Althea, they brought us to the past and they brought us to heavenly realm. Where am I here? What is my connection? How can I connect these two? How can I connect my left to my right? The past and yet to come. The human in me and the divine. The earth and beyond. Where am I? What is my role in this space and time? These are important questions. Don't you feel? Questions to start dissecting within you. If the past and the present or the future lives in me, therefore, I am connected to one and everything. I have access to these stories. I bring and give authority to my voice, to my action, to my play, to my own remembering, to my own myth and stories to tell, to my own wisdom and abundance and joy and peace to receive. The stories of the planet are not all painful. 4 billion years, can you imagine? The roller coaster of stories. And may I share with you just a symbolism and integration that may hold you in your path moving forward as you question. And again, we will meet because we are walking the same path. It is the time to ask the questions that we have been fearing to ask.
the question that we are most curious to ask, the question that we think impossible, because we are in the time of possibility. This is the promise, the time of possibility and infinite consciousness, not just there, but here. Don't think your desire and your prayer and your intention is not contributing to the story of the planet, because you are in the planet. Your story matters. Your story of abundance, of joy, of peace, of becoming, of hurting, of healing, of making friends, of community, of oneness, of everything. All of you is needed at this very moment in time. Yes, I remember. Say, I remember. I now starting to remember. I am now starting to remember that I don't have only stories to tell, but I have abundance to claim. Yes, so yes. Amen. Because what you are, as Gabe taught us, what you are is what I am. If you have claimed abundance in you, it is natural for you to share this abundance around you. And we love that. And the planet loves that. And the archangel loves that, because we are walking each other home. Right? So now is the time to ask the questions that you didn't ask. And if you don't know the questions, if you still don't know the questions, I would want you to ask your dear past self, dear wise self, and dear the self that yet to come. Come here to me now and teach me the way and teach me the right questions to ask here in this presence. You are connected to the wisdom and the divinity, to the divine intelligence. There is no separation to this. As you are, as I am, we become one. Right? Now, that is the invitation to ask the most important questions. Now, curiosity starts opening. Curiosity starts opening. And then now you are taken into the roller coaster of stories, to the roller coaster of the past and abundance and everything. And I want you to remember your hands, just your hand, one hand. Okay, raise your non-dominant hand. Raise your non-dominant. As life will take you to the journey that you are supposed to be taking, I want you to remember that this is me. This is me. That this is me taking the journey. As I begin, there are times that I will go up, and there are times that I will go down to experience, and there are times that I will experience ecstasy and love and bliss, and there were times that I will be one with the earth, crying as I am one with the earth and with the people in it. This journey, this life, if I am down, I know for sure that I am going up. If I am up, I will keep my humility and gratitude, for I know that I am just going down and up and down. And these are all in your hands. The past, the future is in you, in the center of heart. And I want you to remember this gesture. The past, if you are so confused in your life, or everything is not clear for now, that's beautiful, because you know you're going up. There's nowhere to go. There's nowhere to go. There are only two directions and polarities, up and down. There's nowhere to go. If you are in that place, I acknowledge and remember the wisdom of my ancestors, and I claim my divine power. So I claim in me my birthright. Let it flow, let it flow, let it flow. Then trust. So be it, so be it, so be it, so be it. Remember, instead of doing this, oh, I have so many problems. Remember to just join this together. Join this together. Okay. Now I want you, and I invite you to feel this gesture. Close your eyes. I invite you to close your eyes. Open your heart and open your mind. Slowly from here. Sincerely offer a prayer to all the parts of yourself in the past, and all the parts of yourself that are yet to come and manifest, to come to you now. The wisdom and the abundance, the peace and the compassion, as you return back to your center, quietly, peacefully, abundantly, smiling. This is how we call in protection and blessings, abundance and peace, compassion and empathy, joy in our path. Dear Divine Mother, dear Divine God, we are in you and you are in us. Allow us to experience how is it to be closer to offering that prayer with innocence, curiosity, intimacy, longing, yearning, desire, excitement, passion, joy, presence. Saying every word with reverence. And I want you, inviting you to claim this every morning. Right? Now open your eyes. Open your eyes. You know, may I share with you how I start my morning? How I start my morning, may I share with you? Right? You can find your own ways, but may I share with you? I constantly join my hands, my right and my left, to the center, remembering what just I told you, that I am the past and I am the future, that I am in the presence. The past has no power. The future will not create if I am not in the center of it. Past has no power, and the future will not manifest if it's not you in the center holding. Because who is there to experience? It is you, right? So I join my hands in prayer every morning. And I just say the prayer of my heart, right? Genuine prayer of my heart. And then I open my hands into receiving. And I open my hands into receiving. And it's best actually if I can do it outside under the sun with the birds singing, but anywhere will do, right? Sometimes I'm in the room, sometimes I'm outside, but I am declaring that I am here in the presence and goodness and compassion of my Lord, of God, of my Creator, of my Supreme. I am the stories and wisdom. I am the wisdom of my ancestors, and I am the birthright of my father and mother, which is that divine creator of reality. And I claim it inside me. It all flows through me, and I welcome them all with an open heart and open mind. Take me to a journey today. That's how I begin my morning. Of course, the phrases changes as my mood changes, as my invitation changes. But the idea there is to never start a day without claiming what you are supposed to claim. Because how are you gonna fight if you don't have divine armor? And how are you gonna receive if you don't have the vessel of gratitude? That is how I start my day. And that is how we are supposed to start our day. Know who you are in the beginning of the day. When you know who you are in the beginning of the day, you will know who you will be in the rest of the day. Correct? If you know who you are at the beginning of the day, you will know exactly what to do the rest time of the day, until the evening. Because you know who you are. I'm joyful today. Sometimes it helps me that I change my name. I am joy today. I am peaceful today. In Reiki, we have this beautiful principle and mantra. For today, I let go of worry. And then I live by that. For today, I am grateful. My name is gratitude for today. No, you are opening your heart and your mind to the infinite. What is it? The invitation, infinite possibility that you might come. Our imagination is limited. We are only remembering threads. This here, this is the only amount of things that we are remembering. I'm not kidding you. This is just it. But you are a whole phenomenon. Are you ready to take into that reality? Yes, yes. Yes, yes. Yes. Are you ready to take in that reality so abundance comes into you? Why? Because abundance, compassion, peace, empathy are the natural nature of things. Amen. Okay. Right? Beautiful. So I invite you to start your day with that and end your day. Okay. And end. This is another invitation. This is how I end my day. This is how I end my night. I am just being creative here, but you can also be creative in your own ways. But the idea is here. I invoke. Can we? It's a beautiful night, right? We are about to end our night. So can you join me? Can you join me for tonight's practice? Right? Open to receive, always open to receive. Always say yes, just say yes. This is the year of saying yes to evolving into my best self yet. Fear, no chance. I already made a contract that I'm going to say yes to whatever is going to evolve my soul for the good of all, harm to none. Right? Amen. Okay. So this is how I invite you in. Okay, just imagine, visualize, feel me, feeling you inside your bedroom. Woo. We are about to sleep, so you're in your bed. You're looking forward to take the night off. You've been saying a lot. Many things happened today, correct? So just visualize your cozy bed, your room. And first of all, tune in into gratitude. Thank you for this room. Lord, thank you for the roof. Thank you, I have space to sleep tonight. Thank you that I have the opportunity to be in blessed rests, so I can lay down this body and rest this body, so I will be ready to receive more abundance tomorrow. I'm ready for it, and I'm excited for it. But for tonight, I will be in your blessed rest. And I hope everyone is enjoying and finding this rest as blessed, holy, sacred sleep. It is a sacred sleep because you are repairing your body, healing your body, allowing everything that is wearing and tearing your body for the day to repair in the night. So you should have a good rest. This is sacred sleep. Lord, I'm ready to heal this body. I'm ready to heal this technology. I'm ready to download whatever it is, an upgrade for me to take that day tomorrow. Beautiful, right? So that gratitude, tuning into the gratitude, we begin with gratitude. Then I invite you to say 2 or 3 more things that you are grateful for today, right? We have been into different journeys today. So what are you grateful for today? What are you thanking your God, your Supreme, your soul for today? My body is already healing with all this gratitude energy. Thank you. I heal my body from head to toe. Thank you, Lord. I don't have to do anything. It's healing on its own. Wow. I have that privilege, of course. Gratitude. And from a place of gratitude, from the space of gratitude, you know, there are things that we want to release, to return back to Earth. Correct. I would say, dear Mother, dear God, you gave this to me today, but I give it back to you. Right? Offer it back. Anything that you don't want, that you feel, genuinely feel in your soul, that you no longer need tomorrow or today in your blessed rests. Maybe you wear clothes and you need to throw these clothes in the laundry. It's the same thing. Maybe you've used that emotion today and you no longer need that tomorrow. Anything that you want to throw into the laundry, we call Mother Earth. She is good at cleaning us. She's just good at taking care of us. Amen. We're so spoiled. You only know. So take that in, garbages or anything that you don't want to throw. Yeah, you don't want to take in with you as your body is healing. Put that in a sealed bag, right? Put that in a sealed bag, seal it, yeah? Put that everything in a sealed bag. You don't have to do a complete home makeover. Just like the superior, whatever is catching your eyes for today, right? You don't have to do the maintenance or go to the underground or go to the attic. You don't have to do that. There's time for that, okay? So just pick 3 things that you want to release today and offer back. Release from a place of gratitude. Say, thank you. This served me today, but I no longer need this. I offer them back to you. Please receive. And seal it in a bag which can be dissolved in light. So don't worry, we're not polluting the earth with this bag. This can be dissolved directly when it touched the bottom of Mother Earth. Beautiful. And now invoke in fire. I invite the beautiful violet flame of Saint Germain. Saint Germain is the saint that takes care of transmutation of energy, of negative into positive. And this violet flame is in everyone. So I invoke and I invite my beautiful good friend, Saint Germain, to let me use the violet flame for the good of humanity, for the good of myself, for the good of the people around me, and harm to none, right? And then just feel Saint Germain just giving you that violet flame in whatever form, in however fashion and style. I remember him as very fashionable. Right? I remember him as very generous. He is the counterpart of Christ. He is working with compassion. He is closely working on the energy of the earth. So you can call upon him anytime. You don't have to know him. You don't have to worship him. Angels don't need to be worshipped. God is the only thing that we need to pay reverence to. You know, they abide by God. They abide by your goodness. They abide to you because you are, God is in you, right? So now Saint Germain is invoking, lighting up that beautiful flame in front of you. And I want you to drop that bag into the flame and just say, thank you. I release you in good faith. Thank you. I release you back to Mother Earth. I release you back to divine light to transmute, recycle. I release you to the hands of the divine. So I am freed and liberated from it. I am freed and liberated from it. I no longer carry it. It is no longer my responsibility. Yeah, say these words. Or you may feel like saying different words. These are all meditation. The idea here, the intention here is for you to release it back to the divine. Offer it back. You may even pass through that violet flame to cleanse your aura, to cleanse your chakras. Pass through that violet flame to clean your aura and to clean your chakras. Everything that I no longer need in me, that I do not know and I am unconscious of, I am now ready to release for the good of all, harm to none. Beautiful, beautiful. Now again, you have emptied and cleaned your vessel. And now go back to your body, go back to your heart, breathing in and breathing out. As you breathe in, I remember the divinity in me. And as you breathe out, I bow to the divine. Right? Breathing in, I remember the divinity in me. I am divine. The light of the divine is in me. And as you breathe out, we join our hands together. I remember the light in me. Now you're ready for your blessed rest. And now you're ready for your blessed rest. Healing, complete healing of self, quantum healing. You don't have to think of how can I heal this? No, we have angels to take care of that. We have light workers to take care of that. And if you are a light worker, just allow yourself to be in that blessed rest and allow yourself to receive healing. Amen, right? That's how I end my day. 5 years in the making, I still haven't taken a single pill medicine. It worked. It's working. Hey, it's working. Okay. And now, as we close the circle, I invite March to guide us into a beautiful prayer, Father. Right? And just we can close together. We begin by opening our heart, and we will end by opening even wider. Ah, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Salamat po. Salamat sa medisina. Salamat sa presensya. Presensya na narito kayong lahat. Narito tayong lahat, sama-sama. Marahil yung iba may pinagdaraanan. Nandito tayo, sama-sama, pabalik sa puso. Let us close our eyes. And gently feel your breath. Namnamin ang paghinga. Bigyan ng buong atensyon ang hangin na dumadaloy sa ilong, papasok sa katawan. Nourishing our body. Sa susunod na paghinga, ilaan ang hininga na ito pabalik sa puso. Gamit ang iyong kamay, inaanyayahan kitang ilapat ito sa iyong puso at pakiramdaman ang bawat tibok. Marahil sa mga oras na ito ay may mga nanunumbalik na emosyon. Kalungkutan. Maaari ring galak. Ramdamin ang iyong presensya, ang katahimikan ng puso, katahimikan ng isipan. Tanungin ang sarili, kamusta ang puso ko? Kamusta? Ano ang nararamdaman ko ngayon? Sa bawat paghinga, paalalahanan ang sarili na ang bawat pagsubok na iyong kinakaharap ay lilipas rin. Harapin ito ng may galak sa puso, sapagkat ang bawat sitwasyon, maganda o hindi maganda, ay inilalaan para sa iyong paglago. Expansion. Sa bawat pagtibok ng puso, ipinapaalala rin sa iyo, tulad ng puno, ibinabahagi ang isang regalo para ikay manatiling humihinga, para ikay makaramdam na ang puso ay tumitibok
Ika'y buhay. Ika'y narito. Narito upang magsilbi para sa iba. Katulad ng araw na pinagsisilbihan tayo ng kanyang liwanag. Ng ulan na nagsisilbing inumin para sa mga halaman at puno. Tulad ng lawak ng langit na sumisimbolo sa lawak ng ating kaluluwa, ng ating espiritu. Pinapaalala sa iyo na ngayon ang oras upang ilaan, bigyan, maglagay ng espasyo sa puso upang magpatawad. Patawarin ang sarili. Patawarin ang mga taong maaaring nakasakit ng ating damdamin. Sa pagpapatawad, binubuksan mo ang espasyo sa puso upang tanggapin muli, ang pagmamahal na para sa iyo. Isang malalim na paghinga. Blessing our heart. Namo Gurudev. Namo Namo Gurudev. Namo. Maraming salamat sa pagbalik. Paloob. Kung ika'y handa na, dahang-dahang ibukas ang mata nang may ngiti sa iyong bibig at galak sa iyong puso. Pagpapasalamat sa mga guro. Pagpapasalamat sa Diyos. Salamat sa iyong presensya, kapatid, mga mahal ko. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you. Now we invite you to sacred rest, knowing that I'm taken care of. I would sleep well tonight. Thank you everyone for joining us. Thank you for your time, for your generous time. Take us a long time because it's the first time that we gathered for a very long time. You know, I think this is the first community gathering this year. If not, I mean, the team is here. So, and we are gathering in person on August 19 to 20 in Manila, Quezon Province. If you are called to join us, feel us in flesh, right? Or if you are in Cebu, please message me. I'm available. Thank you very, very much. And we wish to continue doing this for everyone, for us just to remember. And we wish you good luck in abundance in your own journey, in your own reclaiming and remembering of story. The way I can love you is to work on myself. And the way that you can love me is to work on yourself, and we join together, right? That's a very beautiful quote from teacher Ram Dass. So please, thank you. Have a beautiful rest. Have a beautiful rest. Have a beautiful rest. Space holders, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. In deep gratitude. Salamat po. Salamat.